Alright, welcome back to part 2. Today we're going to install some carpet, some aluminum angle on the front of the box, and some LED lights on the back window of our ARE topper. So after going to Home Depot and finding some carpet that was at a reasonable price that I liked, I was able to bring it to the house, get it all cut up, do some measurements. I used Elmer's spray enamel and a staple gun to secure the carpet. If I had to do it again, I would probably have sanded the top of the box after putting on the polyurethane from the last video. I don't think the enamel stuck to the poly too well, and sanding would have roughed it up and given the enamel something to grab onto. But I did put enough staples in it that it's definitely not going to go anywhere. And this carpet job was fairly straightforward. It was my first time doing carpet, so I was kind of learning as I went. And in case you're wondering, yes, there will be a video on the installation of the Red Arc system. It will be the third and final part of this build series. It should be coming out in a few weeks. And this is the drawer face. This thing really kicked my butt. It looks pretty good now that it's all done, but it was a real challenge. So just a pro tip. When you're designing your drawer system, be sure and leave allowance room for things like carpet, usually about a ½ inch probably. All of my measurements were pretty tight to the woods, so when I put the carpet on, it was a real pain in the butt and a real challenge. I had a real hard time getting that drawer face closed. I ended up having to take a lot of the carpet off the backside where you can see now and trim up all that so it would fit again. But with a little bit of gray spray paint, it looks just fine. Whenever you're going to do carpet, make sure you have plenty of little blades for your X-Acto knives. So you go through blades like crazy. Alright, now I'm just securing the drawer face back onto the drawer. And trimming away some of the excess so that it will fit. And next up is I got a ½ inch by ½ inch piece of aluminum angle, and after I cut it down to length, I secured it with 12 small screws. and kind of spaced them out evenly on the top and on the bottom. Alright, so we went on Amazon, picked up these little LED lights. There's 6 LEDs in each light. They're about 4 inches long, somewhere in there. We're going to hook these up. They're going to sit up in here, so they kind of face straight down instead of towards me when I'm standing out. If I had to put them here, they'd be facing in my eyes, so I'm going to put them out here on the very edge. Should be pretty simple. We're going to take this cover right here off, and then we're going to mark where we want them, put it all back together, wire it up into our switch. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cover most of this in painter's tape where I think I'm going to want them. That way when I can put them up there, mark stuff and stuff like that. So they made this kit really simple for these little lights. They gave you this little rubber backing piece, and it's perfect for using it to do your templates and where you're going to drill your holes and stuff. It makes it pretty convenient. Pull these little rubber pieces off. You got the brown side, sticky on the other side. Pull these little cutouts out. And then the sticky side goes down onto the lights. Run your wires through the hole, center hole. Line it up. Alright, so preliminary look looks pretty freaking cool. I'm pretty happy with that so far. So let's get them bolted in. They come with these little bolt packs. They're garbage, but we'll get them bolted in real quick and get her done.
we have a plan. We're going to wire the two center ones together on one switch and the two outer ones together on a separate switch. That way, if it's a situation where I just need a little bit of light, I can just turn on the two. If I need the whole thing flooded out, I can turn all four of them. If I've come to find that I use all four of them all the time, then I will just go back and wire them all into the same switch. Not a big deal. So that's our game plan for now. I'm gonna go with it.
Alright, so now we're back in the back of the truck. I've got the lights wired up in the top there, as you can see. I got my panel out. I've got a new bus bar that I've got going in there. We're going to get all these wires run down to these switches and put into place. It should be good to go.